What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to A Certain Point of View. Jake and Brian here for another match reaction, and we have our first official Star Wars match of the year. It is Sean Sullivan versus Adam Witt. First time we are seeing Sean Sullivan, period. First time we are seeing Adam Witt in the Star Wars division. Definitely a fun one to look forward to because it is Star Wars, and it is a couple of newcomers. How you feeling about this match, Brian?
I'm excited. I'm excited for a Star Wars match.
Yes, finally. And you know, we're seeing Alex Damon this weekend in a live event, but it's not Star Wars, so it's a cool match to see this before this event. But let's go ahead and watch this promo before the actual event starts.
You have arrived at your destination.
You have arrived? What? What alley? What? Oh my God.
Is that a bag of rice?
I was just thinking that same thing.
Dude, what is going on with you? Like, nothing.
Oh my God,
I've been trying to get a hold of you this entire time. Like, I drafted you like a month ago. I haven't.
Man, I've been right here.
I've been sending you countless emails. Do you have a phone anymore? Like,
I don't need it. Honestly, it's cool.
Okay, well, I need you. The Schmoedown needs you, okay? I drafted you. I've got an...
Those ruffian? I mean, screw that, man. I don't care anymore. I dropped out.
Lon, what can I convince you to come back, man? Like, you're the reason that I even got into the Schmoedown. Your match against Cody, that's what did it.
I think
for me.
that is
That's why
right.
I drafted you. I have a great
It looks like
for
it.
You guys can
Rice
absolutely
and
kill it.
alcohol.
Like, you can come in and do what you do best, man.
I don't know, dude. I'm just not into it anymore. I mean, it's like they don't care about academics. They don't care about being smart. They don't value anything but, you know, like not caring and goofing around and being a slob and like, I think I'm out.
What if I get you a refill of that? Will you come back?
Oh yeah, then yeah.
That'll do it? Yeah, let's go.
I was gonna leave the rice behind. Yeah, so as we were mentioning, first Star Wars match. We are massive Star Wars fans, obviously. Not to say we're gonna be very good at Star Wars trivia because it gets very detailed and into it a little bit. But
sure.
Yeah, Mandalorian, old school Mandalorian. That was the Christmas special. Yes, we're correct. And Rachel on the desk, which is cool. So I'm really looking forward to this. Obviously, being Star Wars, I think I'm gonna have a good time with it.
Yeah,
so.
me too. I'm excited.
Who are you going with?
I don't know either of them that well. I only know Sean from what you've told me, and he literally sat directly in front of us at the thing. So just because of that, I'll pick him.
Yeah, I gotta go with Sean just because I met him 2 years ago at the awards. We were sitting at the same table, both fans. And my girlfriend and I and his girlfriend and I were sitting at the same table, and then we saw each other again this past awards in January, and I found out he was competing and then got drafted by Kate that night, which is really cool. So he's part of the den. Adam Witt, obviously a part of the movie guys. We know what he is capable of as a player, but it's gonna be interesting to see what he's capable of as a Star Wars competitor. We're going off of what we know so far because we haven't seen them very much.
No.
And this is going to give us a lot more of a better insight at what we're going to see from them going forward because the Star Wars division is much more vast this year, and we'll see if these two can really compete in it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been waiting for a Star Wars match. I can't get over how big Ellis's computer screen looks right now.
I know that's
and then
Rachel's got the 13 and he's got the 15. Yeah. No,
well,
I like
that, and Rachel's got her Lord of the Rings.
Of course. All right, we're gonna go ahead and fast forward here and look forward to the intro promos.
Surprise! I had a vision, and that vision was of the movie guys.
Yeah.
Without Preston.
Don't need him. Come on down. Come on
Adam
down.
Witt, one half of the movie guys.
I said, Kaiser, you just
His
won
shirt's
the
in
draft.
Spanish.
This guy's been carrying the movie guys.
I think his shirt's in Spanish.
During
Adam
his
Witt.
career.
I'm
It
pretty
ain't
sure.
about the powder keg.
Isn't it?
That's the story, yeah.
Razor.
I've never heard of him.
Oh, he used to hang out with Paul.
Yes, with our Paul. S-U double L Sullivan.
Sean Sullivan. Say what you will about Sean Sullivan, a rookie that no one really knows about, but he's Star Wars.
He went before Kelly, me, Scrimshaw, Ken. So that's what scares me about him.
Sean Sullivan? Who's that guy? That's why this is gonna work, guys. We think the same thing.
Mulligan and Sullivan.
Sounds like a couple of plumbers. Ha! Mulligan and Sullivan. Well, tonight the dungeon's gonna clean your pipes when we send you back to forever in that sand.
I love Adam Witt's
Mario and
vest
Luigi.
with the logo right
Sandbar's
there.
part two.
Demolada, Damon, Knapsack, who smells like a pair of socks. I mean,
Fanozo. Other one's Damon. That's the guy that wins a lot, right? Joseph Scrimdiddy. Yeah, I want to beat them. I got to play Witt to get there, but you know what? We'll see what happens.
When I was a kid, they released the first episode. When he was a kid, they released episode 1. Sorry, buddy, you're not gonna beat me.
you have no vision and you have no class. 0.
Oh, by the way, I forgot. I did bring you something. This is whiskey. So.
Oh, nice.
Throwing a thermal. What's it called?
A detonator.
Thermal detonator. You want to throw a thermal detonator in this match?
I mean, it's Adam Witt.
I knew this man could compete in 3 divisions: singles, teams, Star
Fit in the
You have got a guy who can compete in 3 divisions, and if I had said that and that wasn't true, and I lose today, that I would look terrible.
What's the call sign for Bravo leader?
You just said it.
Son of a gun.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That was a great
That was very
promo.
good.
Great promo. Yeah, hey, it's gonna be a fun match. It's gonna be very interesting. They're definitely going for each other's throats, and we have Kate versus Kaiser in this one, which is always a fun match because they're so different from each other.
And both hilarious.
Yes, their personalities are great, and
Yeah.
they're polar opposites in the way that they manage. You know, Kaiser's so headstrong, and Kate's got the fanny pack with the snacks, and cool little touch there with the
thermal
Coca-Cola,
detonators.
with the Coca-Cola thermal detonator, which is really, really cool. So yeah, we're both going with Sullivan. We have him in this match, but again, we're going off of what we know as far as on paper, just seeing it in front of us, nothing as far as past trivia knowledge. And so, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they both can do, because at this point, someone has to be able to compete with Damon, and maybe one of these guys is it.
Yeah, I mean, Witt, yes, has been around, but in Star Wars he hasn't, so it's almost like a brand new competitor, so
Yes.
you don't really know.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to go ahead and skip ahead to the intros by each player.
Introducing first, representing the dungeon, led to the ring by his manager Kaiser. With a record of 0-0, his favorite Star Wars movie is A New Hope. It is Adam the Razor Witt.
Oh.
Opponent's choice.
I expect nothing less from Kaiser. Oh, and Eric Zipper coming out to support the dungeon.
Wolverine shirt. That'd be a
It's geeky. We're
kind of an Ewok
same
sort of guy.
general area.
Here we go. Adam Witt, obviously, one half of the movie guys.
Is the answer you were looking
I'm
for
sensing
Dak
a
by any
Han
chance?
Solo vibe up there.
That's actually, we haven't asked the question yet, Adam.
Rachel, I have a stack of glossies I need you to sign for me. I'm going to try and sell them on eBay. Anything we can do to keep the lights on, I'd appreciate your help.
That's not officially affiliated with Movie Trivia Schmoedown, Rachel, just so you know before you put ink to paper there.
I'm so glad we got to see
And
it.
his
Yes.
opponent, representing the Den, led to the ring by one of his managers, Kate Mulligan.
Oh my god, the music.
His favorite Star Wars movie
Oh my
is
god,
The
the
I feel
music.
like Kate picked the music.
Oh my god, the music. I know the story behind how they chose the music because it was on SEN earlier this week, but what perfect. Oh, and Brandon Hanna.
Oh, a dance.
Oh my god, perfect.
Oh. I've never seen. I'm impressed.
Oh! I thought she was going to flip over.
Oh my god.
Absolutely, I certainly am. Oh, we've got some good sportsmanship. That's nice to see.
Sort of handshake and appears to be a thermal detonator.
Kaiser. Yeah. Kate's looking out. That's how it works.
Kate, the St. Patty's Day pub crawl don't start for another month, sister.
All right, well, Kaiser clearly not informed as to when this match airs.
Kaiser, what's your record again, pal?
Oh.
Well, now that they're are going to move into the rules of round.
All right, so the way it works for us guys, if you have not joined us before, very simple. We play along with the whiteboards in the first round, point for point. Second round, we go with the spins, but the kicker is here is we flip a coin to see what competitor we go with. So the winner of the coin flip gets to choose their competitor. Same thing for the third round as well, but the difference is there we can hear the numbers that they pick before choosing. We cannot wait until we see what wheel slice the first competitor chooses, and then we'll go along with steals and stuff like that. It's a little different because in certain rounds, some of them answer a little quicker than we do, and so those points will not be awarded to us. But we'll walk you through it as we go along, why we're giving this person a point or whatnot. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and hopefully it goes well for both of us.
Yes.
Because if it gets something like ships or something like that, we're done for.
Numbers.
Yes.
Member of the audience here today, it is actually Kate Mulligan's son Neil is here. How about a hand for Neil? Big Star Wars fan. He's a future star of this league and maybe an Inner Geekdom format as well. And after that round of applause, Sean, you have to follow that with a simple question. How you feeling?
Ready as I'll ever be.
As ready as he will ever be. Adam Witt, are you ready?
Oh,
ready for the trials.
Nice.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
I will say, not a good thing to say because he had the Han Solo's dice and a Han Solo shirt ready for the trial. Doesn't make sense. I would have said punch it. Yeah.
All right, guys, your first category is The Phantom Menace. What character expressed either joy or frustration with a saliva-spewing flap of his prodigious cheeks? The question writers are having a lot more fun this season.
I was gonna say,
I don't know his name, but I know who they're talking about.
It's there's so many big.
Oh no, my pen's dead.
I'm proud that I got through it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Sean. That is correct.
See, I don't know his
for a
name.
point, and Adam.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
He had it.
Way to start.
Here we go. All right, we move on to Who Said It.
Where the fun begins.
The category of Who Said It. Probably a quote coming your way. Who told Han, "Someday you're going to be wrong, and I just hope I'm there to see it"? Something that
I feel like many of us have said this to somebody.
Something that I have to tell my usual co-pilot every so often. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Sean. Adam, you're up.
Princess Leia.
It is Princess Leia. Does
put
Sean
Leia
have
down.
it?
No.
Hey, does not have it.
For a second, I thought it was Beckett.
Perfect 2 to
That's
1.
what I thought too.
Adam over
But I was like,
Back to you,
no.
Rachel.
All right, for your third category, it is in the film A New Hope. What beings pick through the contents of Luke's land speeder?
You had to pick a planet to live on in Star Wars. Where are you going?
Naboo?
Okay, it is pretty much. They have like chilies and stuff like
It
that.
looks like Italy. I
5,
like Italy.
4, 3, 2. Clooney probably has a place.
I have rather think so.
Pens down. Going to you first, Sean.
Jawa?
It is not Jawas, unfortunately. Does Adam have it?
It is a sand people.
Why did I
It
put
is a
Ewoks?
What movie are you
I
thinking
just
of?
realized I was thinking Jawas and wrote Ewoks. What's that?
I'm not saying.
I don't even know what the answer was. So appalled by what my thing was.
Sand people. Tuscan Raiders.
Tuscan Raiders or Sand People. We accept either one. Move on
Jeez,
to your
where
next
was
category.
I?
Vehicles, weapons, and
Oh
technology.
god, this is not where we
Is the
shine.
next category. In the film The Empire Strikes Back, what does C-3PO note has been damaged on the Falcon as they try and escape Hoth?
Some deep cut round one
I was going to
questions.
say, unfortunately, no multiple
They
choice
might be happy
available.
there's only 6.
And I'm just being told Kate's son Neil already has the correct answer. So
I expected nothing less.
I go to 5,
I cannot
4,
believe I wrote Ewoks.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to you first, Adam.
The hyperdrive?
Needed a little more
The
specific. than
motivator
that.
on the hyperdrive?
You had to write it down. I can't give it to you.
Bummer.
Got to write it down, Sean.
Bummer.
He had hyperdrive.
Oh, good for him.
Bummer. That a boy, Sean.
All right.
I think we should may award our points for that.
It's really tough. Like,
Anytime we can
both
get a
guys have seen
point.
the movies, you know?
I mean, I guess it wouldn't really matter at this point. We both got it,
Point
so
is, I knew the answer.
You have 3?
yeah.
All right, your fifth
Context in
question.
which you.
I missed the first one.
Your fifth question comes from the movie Rogue One. In Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, what member of the Rebel team was previously an Imperial cargo pilot?
Oh, what's his name?
And the last
Oh
Because
my
that's how we
God.
do it in Star Wars.
Because this is Star
Down
Wars.
to the details.
We don't accept anything
my
less
God.
than absolute perfection. 5, 4,
Misspelling is okay.
2, 1.
I cannot
Pens
think
down.
of his name.
John
I know
Sullivan.
exactly who
Bodie
it
Rook.
is.
It is
That's
Bodie
it.
Rook. Does Adam
Bodie.
have it?
Bodie Rook.
Yes, he does.
Good recovery.
All right, so he's back on the answering train.
Literally.
4-3, Adam Witt. Both gentlemen, I think they've shaken the nerves, and they are ready to get into round 2. But before that,
Yeah, so here's the new change for Star Wars Division.
The Force breaks up.
Christian announced that they went from
This is why you
10 to 5 questions in the first round to save
It's the
questions
snooze
for
button.
matches.
Your
And
question.
so-
in the film The Force Awakens, this
Maybe it's
venerable
6
actor
questions.
plays Church of the Force member Lor
Oh,
Santeca.
oh my God, what's his name?
Church of the I didn't know we were calling it Church of the Force. That sounds a little.
It's one of those.
sounds a
Somebody
little
read the
culty.
the comic or the book that came along with the movie.
Hi, we're here to tell you about the Church of the Force. 5, 4, 3. There's pamphlets associated
Of
with
I
it.
know
2,
exactly who it
1.
is.
Pens down. Going to your first, Adam.
Max von Sydow.
Max von Sydow it is. Does Sean have it?
Max von Sydow.
Yes, he does.
So that's my mistake because Christian said 5 on the SCN, so it must be 6 questions in the first round before we move on. Which, in this division, that makes sense because there's only so many movies to go with.
So 5-4, Rachel. Let's get your take on round number 1. I think both these gentlemen adjudicated themselves very well.
No, that was absolutely very impressive for 2 rookies to come out and get nearly all of the questions right with only 6.
This is gonna be a
It's
fun
less than
match.
We're used to
If
seeing,
if
but
these two
those
are like
were
this, is gonna be a really
deep
fun
cuts,
match.
And as we saw,
I'm excited for
a
Star Wars
tiny
Division.
piece missing
Well, we're going to see more
when you don't get it
players.
right.
We're going to
So,
see a lot more
I
of them
think
this
these
year. It's
guys
not just
are
going to be
both on it.
Lord Kelly, Alex Salamanca, Alex Damon, and Scrimshaw and all those guys. So it's definitely going to be fun seeing Sullivan and Witt and all these other players come out of the blue for it.
Spinner's choice around the wheel, as well as 10 wheel wedges.
Am I flipping or are you?
Various
I'll flip
Star
first
Wars
this time.
Corners of the galaxy. Each competitor gets a spin at that wheel. This is the
What do you
Star
want?
Wars League
Tails.
match, and in the Star Wars League, each competitor is going to hear
God, you
5
and your
questions
double turns.
in round number 2. On
You
the wedge
expect
that they
it.
spin. Each
No,
question
because
is
you've
worth
done it a
2
couple
points.
times once.
There's
I've
no
done
penalty
them
for
every
missing
time.
a question. However, stealing is available
Oh
in
man,
round number 2. So if
oh
you're not sure of the answer,
man.
ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. So, Sean, you're sitting in the higher ranked.
I will go with Sean.
Okay, good,
You're
'cause I wanted
bested
Witt.
in
I will
round
go
number
with
1
Sean.
by a point by Adam the Razor Witt. So, Adam, would you like to spin first or defer to your opponent?
I would like to spin.
Here comes the spin from Adam Witt, who it does appear has some sort of imperial credentials. Rachel, can you tell? Is that a colonel? Is that a? No, he's trying to use
Trying
the
to
force.
use the
on that
force
one.
now. He's mixing his characters.
Here comes around.
Oh,
It's lurking towards opponents.
Attack of the Clones?
That is Attack of the Clones, Star Wars Episode 2.
I'd be okay with that.
that was pretty clear.
No.
He's an OT guy.
He's gonna.
He's
spin
an
again.
OT guy.
Okay.
The crowd excited. He's spun away from Attack of the Clones. Can we give that movie some love, please?
I could have.
The answer's
Not
no.
this group.
Do not want
All
Return
right.
of the Jedi.
40 was
Solo.
Spinner's choice, and it's careening.
Solo.
It is Solo, a Star Wars story.
So I'm going to be writing the answers down on the whiteboard in case of a steal. Brian will be answering them without the whiteboard.
Yeah, let's
If
do
we
it.
go to a multiple choice situation, we'll walk you through the points for there as well.
Adam the Razor Witt, you're going to hear 5 questions in the world of Solo, a Star Wars story. I'll be asking you your questions. Rachel's going to be asking Sean his. Adam, your first question in the world of Solo, a Star Wars story. In the film Solo, what is the name of the leader of Marauders that are always causing trouble for Han and the crew throughout the film?
The Cloud Riders.
That is incorrect.
Nope.
Enfys Nest.
Yes.
It is Enfys Nest. That's a huge.
That's a big steal.
I wanted to say Dryden Voss, but I know that's the
That's
name
a
of the-
Always listen to the question.
that is a big steal.
Right, back to you.
That could be
Adam.
the turning
Your
point right
second
there.
question of
That's
5 in the world of
huge.
Solo, Star Wars movie. What is the name of Rio Durant's home planet?
Jesus. Multiple choice.
Ardenia.
Oh,
That's
nice.
two points.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Because he's Ardenian.
Yeah.
Back in the driver's seat for the time being. All right, next question. third of 5. What is the name of the character played by Tandy Newton?
Oh, starts with a V.
Val. First name, and we got it for 2 more points. So now it's 9-6. 2 questions remain.
It's like I'm so close to it.
In the world of Solo,
it's right there.
A Star Wars story. Han boasted to Beckett and Val that he was boosting what kind of vehicle when he was 10 when trying to convince them to let him join their crew?
Go to multiple choice. Go to multiple choice.
Need an answer in 5, 4,
multiple,
3.
M68.
That is incorrect.
Why would
for
he
2
go to
points
multiple
steal.
choice? Well, I
Sean
guess that is
Sullivan.
smart because Sullivan doesn't know it.
Or does he?
5.
Speeders?
4. Looking for very specific AV-21s. AV-21s.
Yeah, that was my answer.
That's the only reference I had.
You know what's scary is Damon probably would have been like,
"Yep."
Coach,
in a second.
me that.
Yep. Well, Solo's one of his favorite
And
movies too.
Solo, the Star Wars story, and then Sean Sullivan's going to have his spin at the
It's just a
wheel.
bummer that we're comparing them to Damon already.
You
You
asked
know what I
questions.
mean?
During the train heist, Val used her vantage point to distract and fend off what?
Imperial probe droids.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Viper droids, B,
Oh no, it's the
C, TIE fighters, or D, Cloud Riders?
Viper droids.
Viper droids. Yep.
That's a point for Adam Witt. And he enjoys a 4-point lead. Rachel, I'm going to say he looked like a rookie at parts during that.
The cool thing about Star Wars
He's got a 4-point
and the division
advantage,
is it's
depending on
all
what that wheel has in
they're like
store
the wheels.
for
It's all
Sean the Saint
movies.
Sullivan,
So that
that's
helps
not a bad
us.
round.
Not at all. Look, when you're up there and you're
Until
hearing
we get to
questions,
ships.
sometimes you mishear it and you
Yeah,
don't get
it's
to
ships
ask
and
sometimes.
weapon or
Usually
vehicles and
you misheard the
weapons
first one,
or
what the question was actually asking.
like
It
character
happens.
call
He brushed it
signs or
off,
stuff
though,
like
and got
that.
Several of these other questions.
Home
with
planets
very
are one of
deep
those
cuts, I
too.
might add,
He
and this
was
is very impressive.
Probably distracted by the bright
All right,
colors of
Sully.
the jackets. Go get
Come
it.
on, Sully.
Sullivan, have a spin at the wheel and see if you can get a wedge that's going to give you the lead going into round number 3.
We unfortunately
The
do
orange
not
and blue
have
jackets, by the way, look
courage
good.
up there, but
Good
there are
contrast
plenty
for
of
both
other
of
very
them.
good choices.
Come on.
Caravan of Courage currently not
Don't
a
do
film
Christmas
directed
special.
from in the league.
Is that on there?
I don't know. It should
Can you
be though.
imagine if we allowed like the Ewoks movies and the holiday
So they're not
special?
on there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you would have
Oh,
so
no.
many very happy people and so many unhappy.
Oh,
Empire?
Right,
No,
that
that's
looks
Return.
like Star Wars.
Is it? No, it's Empire, isn't it?
Episode
Oh no, it is.
6. Is that Return of the
Yeah.
Jedi?
Yeah, I'll keep it for you, Mark.
Oh, thank you.
Is it Return of the Jedi? It is Return of the Jedi. Okay, okay.
I hope he's not just keeping it
It's
just
the best of them
cause.
all. I was only asking, is it Return of the
Luckily
Jedi?
for me, this is Brian's least favorite Star Wars movie.
I'm far away. Sean Sullivan.
It's the one with Luke.
In the world of Return
Yeah,
of
Luke's
the
in
Jedi,
there.
Rachel the Crusher Cushing is going to be asking you your questions. I'll just be enjoying
Yeah, I
them.
need to pen.
Because maybe I know an answer or two.
Don't give anything away, Mark.
I'll be over here doing this.
That's fine with me.
Ooh, I know this one.
All right, Sean. For your first question, who gives Rebel fighters the order to accelerate to attack speed during the second Death Star battle?
Admiral Akbar.
Movie quotes. That's always part of it, and a not easy part of it.
I hope he
Yeah,
does
we're gonna
multiple
go to
choices
5,
too if he needs it.
4.
Multiple
3.
choice.
Yeah. There
Is
you
it A, Admiral Akbar, B, Wedge Antilles, C, Lando Calrissian, D, Kriegsmadine?
Lando Calrissian.
That is correct for one.
go. Yeah.
See, the hard thing about doing guessing in round 2 for us is we don't know if they're going to do multiple choice or not. That's the tough part.
Yep, you take your full 15 seconds.
I know
you
that's
think
what
it
I
through,
could have gotten that
and
Viper droids
do
if
it.
I wouldn't have.
Your next question. In Return of the Jedi, how does Jabba refer to Han frozen in carbonite hanging on the wall?
Jesus, I don't even.
His favorite decoration.
That is correct.
Wow.
That's a good pull. That's a good pull.
My favorite decoration is my 75-inch TV. Jabba just stares at Han all day long.
It's a little morbid.
I was gonna say trophy,
Jabba.
but
All right.
Yeah, I had prize in
Next
my head. I
question.
couldn't get prize out of my
What is
head.
the name of the Rancor keeper at Jabba's palace?
Malakili.
What?
Knew that.
holy moly!
Nicely done.
Everybody knows Malakili.
Of course.
Now I do. No.
Yeah,
no.
Your Rancor pet needs.
You do feel very bad for him after his poor pet gets crushed.
Rancor, too, guy.
You commiserate with Malik.
Rancor's gonna be
Major
Rancor.
stage time for him. Major time.
All right, up next. What kind of weapon does Luke use the Force to obtain before falling into the Rancor pit?
Blaster pistol.
That is correct.
There we go.
Wow.
All right, so he builds upon his.
I don't even have enough time to think. I really don't even have enough time to think.
One question.
That's
to
incredible.
go in the world of Return of the Jedi.
All right, your last question. Who discovers Princess Leia's discarded helmet on Endor?
Luke.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Luke Skywalker, B, C-3PO, C, Han Solo, or D, Chewbacca?
So Luke Skywalker.
That is correct.
I thought it might have been C-3PO.
So there it is, 14-10. You know, you look at a movie like Return of the Jedi, which I think everybody and their brother.
Wow, for him to go up by 4.
Yeah, that was big round. Big round. Obviously, that steal in Adam's round helped him big time. So after 2 rounds here, it is 8-2. But not good. Not good 2 second rounds for either of us.
I was thinking I was going to be like kicking some.
I mean, look, it really for us it comes down to how fast we can pull the answers in the second round. And when they do stuff like what Sullivan just did, it's hard for us to get answers at all.
That's
crazy.
Over and over and over again.
You heard it from the expert kids. Start watching Solo: A Star Wars Story right now.
All right. So you flip this time, sir, and I will call.
Sullivan enjoys a 4-point lead.
And I will go with heads this time.
Yeah, but then I break
The Saint versus the Razor, both players doing their due diligence.
I will
getting
pull a
through
Brian
that
and wait
rookie
for the
training
numbers.
and being very good at it, if I dare say so myself. We move into round number 3. Round number 3. 3 questions each. Here's how we get the questions. You guys each give us 3 numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to 20. Each number corresponds to a different corner of Star Wars movie trivia Schmoedown know-how. Your first question's worth 2 points. Your next one's worth 3 points. Your last one is worth 5 points. There's no
To be
stealing.
up by
There's no
4 and
penalties for your
something like
question
this is
in round number 3.
a
Sean,
major
you
advantage.
You enjoy a 4-point lead going into the final round. So, what numbers feel lucky to you?
Let's do 11.
11.
3.
Oh, I wouldn't pick 3 if I were you.
8.
11, 3, and 8.
Suckers numbers, right?
Despite Adam's warnings.
Some mind games going on up there.
Adam, what do you got?
I will pick. Let's see.
Oh my
it's
god.
gone.
Oh my.
No.
Okay.
I'll go with 1.
Okay.
Got some of that for me.
2. Yeah, here, 1. No, 12.
Okay.
1 and 2.
1, 12, and 2. That's the order that we got?
Yeah, sure.
I'll go with Adam. I'll go with Adam.
Adam,
Damn
selected
you.
number 1
12 is my number.
for your 2-point question. For 2 points, and to cut the lead to 2,
Angie did that, so I can't get
you draw the
points.
category of Who Said It? Star Wars quotes. Please not put the gum under the desk.
Oh.
Your question.
I didn't.
Whose first words in Return of the Jedi were "Rise"?
I know
my
it
friend?
too.
Jabba.
The Emperor.
That is correct.
Yes, it is.
Oh, for Vader.
Palpatine,
Yeah.
The zombie. From
Damn
Rise
you,
of
I could've had
Skywalker.
2
Accept
points.
Any one of those. Sticking with Adam.
Mind games.
Not a bad idea.
For your 3-point question, if you get this right, you can take the lead. So lots riding on this question in the world of Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And your question. According to Yoda, attachment leads to what?
There's like 3 different choices. Come on, Master.
The dark side?
Incorrect, looking for jealousy.
Yeah.
Attachment leads to jealousy, and jealousy leads to being single on Valentine's Day.
Deep cut.
So,
Sorry, Mark.
very happy.
We just went very dark.
So now,
So he needs
Rankin
us to
Carter's
even
on
stay in
TKO
it.
position where Sean Sullivan, in his very first This is his first debut of any kind in the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Could score himself a technical knockout, but standing in his way is Adam Witt, and a question that he selected, the number 2, for 5 points and the lead. Adam, your category is Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Lucky me.
Did you camp out for tickets for The Phantom Menace?
I did.
So did I.
Me too.
It's a good time.
It was the last time you could do that.
Yeah, it's true.
Everything was on the internet after that.
That's right. Your question. In Episode 1, what is the name of the Nemoidian captain of the Trade Federation droid control ship? It's the one that Sidious, quotes, didn't want in his sight again. Go to 5.
Repeat the question.
You can do that. It's JT rule. First one. In Episode 1, what is the name of
this-
the Nemoidian captain
You know what's
of the
crazy?
Trade Federation
People
droid
know
control
this.
ship?
Yeah, it's just
The one that Sidious, quotes, didn't want in his sight again. Five, 4, 3.
Read the question.
Second JTE rule. In Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, what is the name of the Nemoidian captain of the Trade Federation droid control ship? The one that Sidious, quoted, didn't want in his sight again. He's got 1 JTE rule remaining, Rachel.
Yep.
15 more
I didn't even know they
seconds.
had names.
Seems like he
Yeah.
did. It's a tough fight.
He's the one that's like
5,
yelling at
4.
them for
Dulce Dauphine.
It's a tough 5-pointer, and he got it right.
No way!
And that warrants a handshake from his competitor to say a hug from Kaiser.
What?
That's a deep hole. He needed all
Milking the camera.
to get there, but he
This
got
is
there.
why I do this.
Using them.
Oh, do you think you knew that the entire time?
Has to smile at that pull.
Wow.
Because he had, I mean, it's-
win or lose is going to be a fun
JT's
question
are
for
throw.
Chris.
Wow.
Did he know that right off the bat? Or was
All right, well there we go.
I am
Okay, so at the moment, Sullivan's down by 3, but he has his 3 questions to go, and Brian gets his shot at getting some points here. I'm pretty surprised
Sean
here.
finds himself trailing
I'm
by 3.
floored.
Wow,
All right.
that's a pull. That's a pull right there.
Lord.
His 2-point question, what category is that?
That category is the movie The Last Jedi.
Ooh.
For 2 points.
I've seen that movie.
It helps. The Lanai of Ahch-To are better known by what name?
Caretakers.
That is correct.
Jesus,
For 2
didn't even
points.
let me get a chance to say it out.
So he got what I would not consider a layup, but that's the easiest question he's going to be hearing. So the next one is probably going to be a half-court shot.
All right, so your next number was number 3. That corresponds to the Clone Wars movie.
Oh
no.
All right. And your question is, in Star Wars The Clone Wars, 3 prequel cast members came back to voice their respective characters. Name 2 of them.
Samuel L. Jackson, Christopher Lee.
Nice job!
Wow. That's a great game. That's a great win by Sean Sullivan. Here's the big part about what Adam Witt just did. He didn't allow a TKO.
Yeah.
Which is one
That's
extra
points.
point for
Yeah.
the Den. So Sullivan walks away with the point. And I don't know if Star Wars Division's points are a little bit different. We're gonna have to check up on that, but I believe it's just a point right now. We're gonna say that. We'll dive into it more on it next week. And just a little preview or tease as well. We might be able to get Sean Sullivan on the show next week as well. Having a little bit of communication there with him and see if we can talk about the match now that it has aired. But as far as the match goes, I mean, he came out, he did his job. Adam Witt shows that he can pull some deep things as well.
Yeah.
And these two are only going to get better. That's the thing. It's their first match in this division. They're only going to get better.
Yeah. And the speed of
That's-
Sullivan's
yeah.
answers makes me even more confident that he knows what he's talking about. And Adam Witt, too. Like, he seems like he knew that answer and was teasing. And if you're drawing something like that out of a 5-point question easily. Holy cow! I'm still shocked by that.
Absolutely is. Oh God, I'm sure you already have something to say. No, I just like that you're wearing green. Way to kick this interview off with a bang. Congratulations, Sean, on not only your debut, but in Star Wars. Like, what made you think, yeah, I should go for the one that is the most specific and quite possibly the hardest division we have?
You know what? If I'm going to be honest, it's because I think the people that are competing right now aren't that good.
Oh!
Alex Damon felt that from across the country. So what? So you just thought you could actually just come in here and kind of sweep through this division?
Yeah, I was sitting at a Spectacular with Silvestrini and answering questions next to her, and I got everything right. So I figured, hey, might as well throw my hat in.
What are you drinking?
Whiskey. It's gonna be an Irish Carmen.
I was gonna say it looks like a bomb, but you're just getting bombed. No, I'm good. I'm good on that one. So, Kate, how are you feeling about this? You guys have been having quite a run right now with the Den. This has got to be lifting your spirits, especially to know that in the Star Wars division, you got solid representation.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also want to say that this match was it was sort of thrust at us just today. And Shani, he's so confident.
I can't with her, man. I really can't.
So he just showed up, and honest to God, I'm so proud of him, and that's that's all.
Thanks, Mom.
Were you nervous at all when he got that 5-pointer?
You know what? I was, because I'll be honest, I didn't know it. So props to him for getting it, but I mean, the rest of them, pretty much everything else was a cakewalk today. So.
Ooh. Is cockiness? Can we be trying to be a heel?
That's what we're gonna have to ask him. That we are definitely gonna have to ask him that.
Do the lights get to people?
Being a longtime fan, it's interesting. Having watched this, from out there, seeing it forever. Feels good. Feels good to get my first one behind me.
And it's so weird because when you're sitting at your couch, you're like, I can do this. And the minute they turn the lights on around here, you're like, oh my God.
Hey, I can't even do it on this.
It's definitely a lot of fun, and I think next time it's going to be good because I'll have no nerves, going into it. So whoever they throw at me.
I would say, who do you want to face next? But I feel like I know this answer.
Ken Napzok.
You know what? I'm not going to say Alex Damon.
Ken Napzok.
I'll give him the credit that's due. I think I need to win a couple more before I get there. DiMolanta, Napzok, Kelly, whoever.
The three-headed monster. The three of them that have been competing for a while now.
But anyways, congratulations on your very first win and your debut here at the Schmoedown.
Thank you.
Wow. Hey, very interesting comments from Sean there. Like you had mentioned, maybe trying to play the heel factor a little bit. The only heel we have in the league so far in Star Wars is Ken. He kind of plays that a little bit. There really hasn't been that kind of person in the league that plays the heel for this division. If he does that, you have the Jedi versus Sith with Sean and Damon coming at each other. If it happens, that could be very, very cool.
Yeah, I like that he didn't go straight for Damon. Mm-hmm. I like that he went for, because Damon is like the top of the mountain, but those three he named are literally like one step from being the top.
Well, like Napzok took Alex to last question a few times. DiMolanta and Kelly went at it before Spectacular. Kelly and Damon fought till the end. So those three are the big names right behind Damon that are competing for the belt. And if he's naming them and he wants them, he feels very confident. And clearly he feels like he could run this division in a certain way. And so that's going to make it very interesting.
Kaiser, you have something on your back.
I don't care about that. Okay? It's been a rough season. I get things. I get it. This isn't the time to panic. So why are you assuming that I'm panicking?
I didn't at all. I didn't assume you were panicking at all, actually, Kaiser. No, actually, I was just letting you know there's literally something on your back.
Ever since I came into this league, people have been trying to keep me down. They've been rigging questions, rigging the wheel. It's like a conspiracy to get Kaiser out of the league. That said, my man Witt played a good game. We ran up against an Irishman who had a belly full of whiskey and a lot of fire, and he played a good match. And you got Kate. She's got all kinds of fruit roll-ups and things in her fanny pack. And I think first of all, you shouldn't be using performance enhancement foods before matches. Maybe someone should look into what Kate is doing with her players. It's probably illegal to some degree. One good takeaway from this match: we have inducted Kate's kid into the Little Dungeon Achievers program.
Oh.
And me and Zip
I would
are
love for
very
her to run
excited
in
about
right
getting
now.
his kid's career started. So that's a positive.
I don't think you should ever be allowed children.
Oh.
Oh my God. Anyways, Adam, you cannot be feeling that bad about that match, especially after that 5-pointer. But I do have to ask you, like Mark said at the desk, did you know that?
Do you
and
realize
were
the
you
shirt says
baiting
Juan
us,
Solo?
or Were you legitimately looking for that?
I couldn't see the top
I would
word for the
never
longest time, but now
anyone.
he opened it up.
Well, there are a lot of Nemoidians. I want to show my cards here that I am a true Star Wars fan. There's a lot of Nemoidians. It was not Newt Gunray. It was not Rune Hako. And so, you know, it
Look at Kaiser,
it
he's
pretty
like,
much
yeah,
came down to Delta
yeah.
Kill theme, so.
It wasn't Newt Rockney either, which confused me.
Rockney, because that is the senator, I think, for the Nemoidians. So you have a lot of choices when you're in the Star Wars universe, and that's just one of them.
So where do we go from here? Did the lights get to you? Who do you want to face next? I just want to get inside your head with what happened during this match. And do you want to continue in the Star Wars division?
Of course, I know Star Wars like crazy. I even had Emphas Nest in the Cloud Riders. The problem is knowing too much. You got to JTE, you got to recenter yourself, and then get that question correct. I could do that every time. Look, it's been a little while since I played here. I blew out the cobwebs, like the cobwebs that a Bomar monk from Jabba's palace. See, I know all the references might spread around the studio. I blew those cobwebs out. Now I'm ready to go. Sean is a very good opponent. So, you know, hey, it was very fun to play him, and I would love to see him again, actually, and just set the record straight. Who is the best of us?
I would like to
Pretty
see a
sure
rematch.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe they create a little rivalry between these two. Kate and Kaiser, Sean and Witt.
Let's take that first, and then we'll move forward.
So weird. I'm used to seeing you as such a. I mean, sorry if this sounds as a frat boy. So it's like so weird to see you kind of embrace your inner nerd and really take on the Star Wars division, right?
Well, I love all of the Star Wars movies except for the prequels and these new ones and Jedi. And I'm a huge fan. You know, I mean, I like Star Wars and Empire. But you know, the movies I hate, I stay on the internet all day long and talk about because I hate them so much.
What do you have strapped to your vest right now?
This is gum. You want some? It also shows my Imperial rank.
Imperial rank is Trident?
Yeah, the Imperial rank is Trident, and the Rebel rank is Sucrets. So, you know, would you like one?
I'm good. I don't know where that's been. Anyways, back to the desk.
All right, thank you to Jen.
All right, guys. Well, our reaction to the first official Star Wars match of the season, Sean Sullivan takes the victory. We both take a W on this one. Very, very cool. And as we mentioned, Adam Witt played till the end and took away that TKO point. So the Den walks away with 1 point at the moment, from what we understand. And the Den is rolling. They are rolling strong.
They are
right
rolling
now.
strong. And if that is going to be how Star Wars is going to be played this year, like, I'm very excited for Star Wars. Star Wars is going to be a good battle this year.
I do think because of the competitors that are in the divisions, I think that Intergeekdom and Star Wars will probably be they'll take a step up this year and kind of be the more popular ones to take the head on.
I agree.
You know, in past it's been the singles and the teams, and those will no doubt. Obviously, the singles is the coveted belt of the league. I do think that at some point Intergeekdom and Star Wars will probably take over and become those more popular leagues.
I agree. It's kind of what's in the flow right now with the Marvel, DC movies, and Star Wars. So,
and there's so many more players now, you know. So, all right, guys, well, there it is. Our reaction to the Star Wars match between Sean Sullivan and Adam Witt. This is a certain point of view. We thank you guys for joining us on this reaction. You guys can see all of our reactions to every match that is going up. If we miss a match, that's because there's some kind of emergency, but we are dedicated to doing these all the time. You guys can find us on not just YouTube, but audio as well. We are up on Anchor, Apple, Spotify, Google, everywhere like that. Our weekly show goes up on there, not our reactions because it's more of a visual thing. And you guys can also find us on Twitter. We're doing all kinds of stuff on there. As on top of just posting our stuff, we're interacting and retweeting and posting and stuff like that as well. And so that is Brian. I am Jake. This is A Certain Point of View. Thank you guys for joining us. Check out our show. It drops every Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on scheduling. It is up on YouTube and audio. We thank you guys for joining us again. I'll see you guys next time.